a much awaited video. What kind of job titles, what kind of profiles and what kind of salary packages do ACCA students and members get in India? In this video, we find out. If this is the first time you're visiting our channel, then please do click subscribe, and if you find any value in this video, then give us a thumbs up. Let's jump into it. Let me first talk about what an ACCA member potentially can do. ACCA member has a list of profiles, and I'm going to tell you only out of knowing members in India who are working in these roles, right? So let me start with the simplest, most common, which is audit. In audit, you can work in statutory audit, internal audit, forensic audit. Under taxation, you can work under what I worked under, which is international taxation, which is transfer pricing. But the most interesting part for ACCA members is the advisory arm. You can work in accounting advisory, which, by the way, in KPMG, accounting advisory's department's partner was a CA plus ACCA, who is now working in another profile in a company which is into ESG. More on that later. But accounting advisory is one of the best options. In fact, when I finished ACCA, I wanted to really start working under accounting advisory. It's all to do with IFRS. There is risk advisory. Many of our faculties are working under risk advisory. Risk advisory, internal audit sort of are overlapping. Then we have mergers and acquisitions. We have valuations. We have people who got into entrepreneurship. We have people who become CFOs. We have people who become full-time faculty members. And these are a few things that you can do as an ACCA, because once you get the sense of enough knowledge about finance, about accounts, and because ACCA has a business angle to it, and you have the 3 years of relevant experience that PER asks you to get, after that, no matter what you've done, the entire world becomes open to you. You can land up going in any direction at any time across your career, not just in India, but also overseas. So this is what ACCA members, the list of profiles that ACCA members get into. Now, what is the salary package? As an ACCA member fresher, what we call fresher qualified, right? That means you have your 3 years of PER. By the way, if you don't know what PER is, please see a video on PER, but it is essentially the articleship equivalent of ACCA. So if somebody's completed their membership, means they've completed all papers and their work experience, their salary package ranges anywhere from 7 to 12 lakhs, depending on what company, what profile, how your exams are, how your interview was, and what your work experience has been in the past. This is for members. Second, let me come down to affiliates. What are ACCA affiliates? Affiliates are students who have completed all 13 exams, but have not completed their work experience. So let me assume you are at 0 years of work experience, but you completed all 13 papers. I would not recommend that this is the best strategy, because I always push people to start working when they're studying ACCA. For now, let's just assume you've done all 13 papers. Your salary package will start anywhere between 4 to 6 lakhs, depending on, again, how your interview goes and what kind of company you work for. However, if you're an affiliate with maybe a year or two of experience, you can take this 6 lakh and increase it by 30 to 40% on an average. Everything over here is customized to what your particular circumstance is. Lastly, let's talk about ACCA students. If you're a student, let's just assume you are either studying at skill level or professional level. If you have 0 years of experience and you start at either level, you can expect your salary to be anywhere between 3 to 5 lakhs. Once again, depending on which company you're working for, what your profile you're working for. So it doesn't matter as to how many exams you've completed. What matters more is, if you're a student, do you have work experience? And what kind of profiles do students work under? The easiest pathway for students to start their career in will be statutory or internal audit, because it's the work that these companies want to give freshers is relatively easy to pick up. It is really boring for many people. It was for me, because I started with audit. But in hindsight, it's amazing exposure, because when I was working in audit and really getting bored and really going through the grind of the articleship level, I was working in a CA firm as an ACCA student, earning 6,000 rupees that time per month. And after 1 year of working, they increased my salary from 6,000 per month to 6,500 per month. And that's what happens when you're in an articleship kind of a phase. So I used to go to different kind of companies, different industries, in different geographies. And honestly, that time I didn't realize it, but the amount of exposure I had was incredible. I've worked with diamond clients. I've worked with people who are banking companies. I've worked with hospital clients. I've worked with textile clients. I've worked with hospitality clients. And while that time I was doing work for the sake of it, what it overall built in my head and knowledge is I mean, I don't think I can put value to it. So as an ACCA student, getting into audit or internal audit is great. I would not recommend you really go into taxation or advisory at this time. But however, if you think it's worth it, try it out. Try and not work for a too small or too bigger company. Work for a mid-sized company so you can learn. But you also have flexibility to take leaves for your exams, and your timings are hopefully not killing at least all 7 days a week. But yes, be ready to go through the grind because it will be worth it. And I think I've covered all the steps of the kind of profiles that you get in India for ACCS. Hope you found value in this video. Let us know if we can make anything more.